everything in life, I believe, if you're a good person, if you work hard, even if you're not, I think luck still can be there. It can attract you. We all have our own experiences and knowledge, and we can all share and help each other. So that's where I'm at right now. All right, everybody, what is going on? Welcome to the UnknownSimplicity podcast. Yes, I'm your host, Jordan. Everybody calls me X. If you don't know, I own a tattoo shop, the best tattoo shop in South Beach called Oxygen Ink Tattoo Studio. I have a lifestyle brand focused on mindset, fitness, business, personal development, all that good stuff. And of course, the UnknownSimplicity podcast, athletics for the fitness wear. So it's a little bit of everything in one. But the whole point of the podcast, the whole point of the brand is to spread love, positivity, inspire people, get inspired, stay motivated, and all that good stuff. Keep pushing ourselves to new boundaries and keep growing and, on the road to self-discovery. Trying to find out more about yourself by putting yourself in situations where you're uncomfortable and just challenging yourself. So that's what it's all about. Thank you for tuning in. The traditional sip of coffee. All right, let's get to it. So, what do I have today? I like to do everything in real time. All right, so I do have some notes, and I'm going to go over them right now. And then I'm just going to go off the flow. So, let's see. Today, let's talk about... There's a lot of good topics. Let's do this one. All right, let's talk about how luck can play a big part in your life. All right, and I'm gonna talk about personal, real stories that happened to me. And yes, it's all truth. Hopefully you enjoy this podcast. So a few years ago, I say 6 years ago or so, 7, I was going through some hard times. The shop was making money, but I was spending a lot of money. And I was spending money on dumb stuff. Not only that, the artists were stealing from me. I was not good at managing money. And everything was just out of order. And the main thing is I wasn't making enough money. I was getting by, but I wasn't really making enough money to save. Spending it on drugs, alcohol, and of course bills. It just wasn't enough. A few things happened in my life that changed dramatically, like a 360. The first thing that happened to me was, and this was after I got clean, this was after everything started coming back together. I got approached by a TV show called Spike TV. I'm sure you heard of it. I think they changed the name now. And they wanted to do a TV show. My shop happened to be the biggest tattoo shop on the beach. So that was the main reason why they scouted my location. And the whole deal was that they rent out the shop for 2 months. And then, so basically all my workers and me, we weren't there for 2 months. We basically had a vacation. And of course I got paid for that. That was a time when I really needed that money. I had bills, I was late on payments for the shop. That amount, I'm not going to say the amount, but it was definitely a decent amount, got me back on track. I paid my bills, and that was the jump start I needed to change everything in business. Everything. My mentality, my mindset, just going into the shop, knowing that I don't have extra overhead, like the bills that I have to pay for that I'm late on. That was number one. That was pure luck. I mean, I had nothing to do with that besides the fact that I did have the largest shop. All right. I was at a point in my life where I caught up on everything, and I realized I got to where I wanted to go. My whole plan was to open a tattoo shop. I did. I accomplished my goals and I was ready to move on. I realized I had greater goals. I wanted to try something new. I believe that I can do something new. And I got into investing. And actually, prior to me selling the shop, sorry, I'm I'm going too far forward. So I wanted to invest. I wanted to learn how to make money in the markets. I wanted to make more money than I was doing now. So I studied my butt off, took the time, did all the necessary steps, just like anything else you're trying to learn, and I learned. So eventually I was starting to make a little money. Um, Started with, I don't know, 1,000 or so, started making a little money. And then I realized I need more capital. To make money, you need money. And I didn't have a lot at that time. So I put the shop up for sale. Yes, I put the shop up for sale. I think I was asking a little over 100,000 or something like that. Now, I'm not going to go into what I sold it for, but I did end up selling the shop. And at that moment, it was the best decision I made. I was ready. I was ready to move on. Everything about me, my whole lifestyle, like I said, my goals, everything changed. I just wanted to do something new, and I believe I could do it. So I did sell the shop, and I was actually, well, you know what? I mixed up the story a little bit. That first money that I got from the TV show did go to some bills, but I had to pay a lot of stuff. And I had to pay the artist basically an average salary a week so that when the show's over, they would come back, because otherwise they didn't have no income coming in. So a lot of the money, actually, I didn't really have much money left over. When I sold the shop is when I really caught up to everything, and I was left with a couple dollars to my name. And that's when my journey started with the trading. So I took X amount of dollars and I started investing. And at that time, I wasn't the owner of the shop, but I was still kind of there. I was still tattooing. I was kind of managing it, which was fine. I just didn't want the main duties of an owner. And I started making money. All right. I started with X amount of dollars and I went up really fast. And this is actually another story for another time, because the whole point of this podcast is about luck. So let me not get into what happened there, because that's a whole another podcast. And I'll tell you right now what it's going to be called: How I Lost $300,000 in the Market. So that's that. But going back to what I'm saying, because I'm kind of getting off track, luck played a big part in my life. I was down and out big time. The TV show came, bailed me out. Then I sold the shop, which was, that wasn't really luck. I put myself in that position. I made the decision to sell it, but I had a buyer, and the buyer happened to be a good friend of mine now. But everything in life, I believe, if you're a good person, if you work hard, even if you're not, I think luck still can be there. It can attract you. I said it before, Jesse Itzler says it all the time: put yourself in a position where luck can attract you. And now what I'm doing, I'm networking, I'm going to events, and I'm putting myself out there, because now I believe where I'm at now, I am wiser. I'm growing as a person. I believe I have a lot to share. I believe I can help people. And at the same time, I'm looking for help. I'm studying every day. I'm following the people that I look up to. And I believe that's what it's all about. We all have our own experiences and knowledge, and we can all share and help each other. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm putting myself in situations where luck can attract me. At the same time, I am working. I am grinding. This right now is something that, I believe I love it. I love to talk. I'm getting more comfortable. It's a challenge for me at the same time to put myself out there and be vulnerable, but I'm not scared to do so. And hopefully this helps someone else that wants to start a podcast and they could do the same thing. I mean, you just got to start. So put yourself in a position where luck can attract you. Luck plays a big part in life, I believe. And if you're lucky, you get the chance to do great things. All right. So that's that. I just want to say, stay on the grind, be a great person, help if you can help. And if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. Challenge yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with people. Be respectful. And I believe that's all traits of a great person, a successful person. We're not talking about just money. We're talking about wealth, health, happiness, family, all that stuff. All that. Whatever defines success for you. What defines success for me is just being able to be alive right now at this moment. I have a great family. I have a business that's making money. I have the ability to get out and run. I got a marathon coming. I have the ability to work out. You know, I have my own battles just like anybody else. But I am successful. I'm winning. And, you know, I hope everybody feels the same. So that's that, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. More to come. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.